2019. So really it's been since these Astros fiascos in the ALCS that they haven't been able to celebrate the ALDS win or even going to the World Series. For these particular Yankees, the ones that are in the locker room last night, I would take out Brian Cashman because I don't know if he's supplying the booze or not, but I would say the younger Steinbrenners as well. Like, this is their first team of success. Now, as a non-Yankees person, you dudes have had too much success for the last 150 years. I could care less if they win. If you guys aren't winning a World Series with your payroll, with all the extra perks you get in Major League Baseball compared to my Cubbies, y'all can go straight to the sad factory for all I care.
I'm just looking at their payroll since 2009 when they won their last championship. They've literally spent close to $4 billion on payroll. If you added up their 40-man, it'd probably be about $5 billion.
There's no way the Rays have hit that in their entire existence.
No, and so that's the whole thing. Listen, you are an all-star team. You are an all-star team. The Dodgers are an all-star team. I mean, you're supposed to win championships. You haven't won one in almost 2 decades. So you need to stop. I mean, I don't know why you party so hard to win a division series, but you know they every time you turn around, they're throwing another party for getting into the playoffs. You were supposed to get into the playoffs and winning the division. You're supposed to win the division. I mean, just stop. Act like you've been there before. Crack a couple of beers, throw it over a few guys' heads, have a cigar, and now move on. But these guys, they act like every time they have a celebration, they're winning a world championships. You haven't earned that celebration yet. Wait and savor it. It'll be much sweeter if you win a championship this year.
If they weren't to make the playoffs, it'd be a bigger disappointment than almost every roster, minus maybe the Dodgers. If they didn't win the division series, they didn't even have to go against the second place in their division. They didn't have to play the Baltimore Orioles. Like, no disrespect to Kansas City, but they didn't, I thought the Baltimore Orioles series for the New York Yankees would have been far more competitive than what they just went through.
Right.
Even though it took them 4 games. They didn't sweep them or anything. I don't know, man. It's just, I even feel like this year in particular, it's been an incredible, easy path for the New York Yankees. They've had some bumps in the road. They've had some injuries, but they've somewhat been lucky. Like, minus the big toe of Aaron Judge, some of these pitchers
put on
going
another
down.
clinic this year.
Exactly.
You traded for Juan Soto.
Yeah, exactly.
You signed Rodon a couple years ago. You signed Cole. So you got $500 million in those 2 starting pitchers.
Jazz Chisholm was the best player on the Marlins when you got him.
And exactly. So you're able to absorb a salary late in the year of a Jazz Chisholm. You get that cat. Verdugo, you got him off the Red Sox because they didn't want him. The Dodgers didn't want him. So he went from one All-Star team to another All-Star team to another All-Star team, right. And he still hit 230 this year.
By the way.
Last year you had the second worst offense in baseball. You were atrocious. So you should have come back this year with a vengeance and won. So it's not just about the celebrating. Their cockiness is it's kind of difficult to watch. I like Judge. I think he's a great guy. But I see some of these other guys. Gleyber Torres shouldn't even be on the Yankees. Shouldn't probably be in the big leagues the way this guy hits. Volpe was another guy just given the job at shortstop. I told you last year. Don't anoint this guy as the next Jeter. He's not. And then Trevino, my God, I don't even want to talk about Trevino. All-Star 1 year. This guy shouldn't even be on the bench this year.
He's on a roll. Did you know about Yankees Elimination Day? It's celebrated by Boston Red Sox fans. It's been started since 1929. That's a celebration I want to be a part of.
Yeah, but
you know about that?
You knuckleheads traded Babe Ruth to the Yankees.
It did start right around there.
Yeah, right about that time when he started winning all his championships and hitting 700 home runs because he was a pitcher for the Red Sox. Oh,
Yankees Elimination Day. It will be here shortly, Kurt, I promise.
Wasn't he sold, not traded?
Sold for a Broadway show.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
he
net.
was. No, not net. Yep.